One of India's favorite MPVs is the Toyota Innova Crysta.
Well, it comes in 3 variants, 6 colors, multiple options. So lots of choices is going to mean a whole lot of confusion.
That's right, TenHut. But as you'll see here on CarDekho, we clear up the confusion. So let's help our viewers pick the right car right now.
Which variant of the Innova then rightfully meets all your life needs? Let's find out.
That's a good point. Now, firstly, the confusion exists because the Innova Crysta is available with 3 different engine options. That is the 2.7-litre petrol, the smaller 2.4-litre diesel, and the bigger and obviously more powerful 2.8-litre diesel. Now, the important thing to remember here is that the 2.7-litre petrol, that's available with both manual and automatic transmission. Pretty simple, right? And the 2.4-litre diesel, that's manual only, while the 2.8-litre diesel, well, that's only available with an automatic transmission.
Okay, forget about the engine. You said this is one of India's favorite MPVs. So people and their seating perhaps is of more importance. What do we got?
Valid point. Well, the choices, they're pretty simple. You have either a 7-seater Innova or an 8-seater Innova. If you get the independent seats in the middle for 2, well, those are what are known famously as the captain seats. And if you get the 8-seater Innova, well, you get a bench in the middle, so space for 3.
What? That's it? That was simple. But I'm sure what's not so simple are the variants. But don't worry, we are not out of time. We will explain you all 3. There is no hurry. So, in all, there are 3 variants to the Innova. GX, which is the base variant, VX, which is the mid variant, and ZX, which is the top end variant. And then there's something called as Sport Touring Package that sits above the top end ZX variant.
Kind of. Now let's start things off from the base. Now if you are buying an Innova Crysta, remember these 2 letters, GX. Why? Well, this is the only variant that's available with both petrol and diesel engines, in both manual and automatic transmissions, with both 7 and 8-seater seating options.
Wow, spelled backwards, double wow. Double wow, because though it's a base variant, it is premium enough on the outside. Why? Because you get grey and silver front grille. The wing mirrors, just like the door handles, well, they're body colored and they're electrically adjustable, also come with integrated indicators.
Then you get the shark fin radio aerial along with an LED stop light that's integrated into the rear spoiler. Not to mention, you get 16-inch steel wheels. Nope, they're alloy wheels. So while this is a base grade, from the outside, your neighbor certainly won't be able to tell.
A smart neighbor, however, will be able to tell one thing, that your GX doesn't come with projector headlamps or LED lamps and just rather has to do with regular multi-reflector headlamps, the throw of which again is manually adjustable through that conventional leveler.
Step inside the GX variant and you will appreciate the focus on standard safety because you get 3 airbags, that's dual front and an airbag for the driver's knee as standard. Not to mention ABS with EBD and brake assist are also included in the standard safety kit.
3-point seat belts come standard in every row, including the last row. You of course do get ISOFIX child seat mounts. There is rear parking sensors, rear defogger, rear wipers and a door ajar warning, which basically tells you which doors open, but pretty neat.
And pretty detailed too. And that's not where it ends. The driver's seat, it is height adjustable. You also get tilt and telescopic steering adjustment, making it that much easier for every member of the family to find the most comfortable possible driving position. Now the air conditioner, that's manual, so no auto AC. But you do get rear AC vents in both the second and the third rows. And power windows, well, it's kind of a given that you'd have all-round power windows, but it's only the driver who gets the one-touch express up and down function.
So what does the otherwise great GX variant miss out on? A music system. Yes, while the higher variants come with touchscreen infotainment system, the GX variant doesn't even get a head unit at all. But it does get 4 speakers if that's any consolation.
Lastly, you do get a steering mounted button, but it's not for audio or for telephony. It's only for controlling the MID, so Features on the inside include a detailed and information-packed MID. So apart from the cruising range and fuel consumption and other tidbits, the automatic variants also get a shift position indicator.
Now, let's quickly tell you what else does the GX variant get before we move on to the other two variants, okay? So you get chrome door handles on the inside. You get a cabin lamp, but only the automatic versions of the GX variant get rear personal lights. Okay, now glove boxes, there are two of them. The one on the top is a cooled glove box, the one at the bottom is a lockable glove box.
If you get an 8-seater Innova Crysta, the middle row, that's 60-40 split and it gets the one-touch tumble-down function. If you get the 7-seater Innova, you get sliding captain seats with independent armrests and they fold down pretty easily too. The rearmost row, that is the third row, that's 50-50 split across the range, and the good news is whether you're in the second row or the third, everyone gets adjustable headrests. And in the GX, all the seats are upholstered in black fabric upholstery.
So then the only thing that the great GX variant seems to be missing out on is the music system, because no matter what gearbox options or what seat configurations you go in for, all the basics really seem to be taken care of, right? So to me, it really makes sense to go in for the GX variant, add in a music player, maybe add in a reverse parking camera, and you're done. Next up is the VX variant, which not only is more expensive, but it also comes only in manual transmission. So what is the VX variant getting you, and is it worth the price increase?
A valid question, because it's in this variant that the Innova Crysta goes from a people mover with all the basics ticked to a well-rounded and premium family car. And if you get the petrol VX, you can only have that as a 7-seater. But if you get the diesel VX, you can have that as a 7 or 8-seater. The important thing to remember, like you just said, TenHut, is that whether you pick the petrol or the diesel, you can only have it with a manual transmission.
So that clearly tells us that Toyota is imagining the VX variant to be a chauffeur-driven variant, so why bother with an auto? Very understandable. Now remember that neighbor of yours, well, this time around he's going to be wowed with your VX variant because, well, it comes with LED projector headlamps that offer better illumination. And while that neighbor is ogling at the headlamps, you can also tell him that you get front fog lamps. The GX variant of Innova came with grey and silver front grille. The VX, however, comes with black chrome finish front grille with chrome door handles. So the VX variant clearly is more upmarket and distinctive on the outside.
The real uplift though is seen on the inside, because you go from no entertainment system at all to a touchscreen infotainment system with navigation, but no Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Even the sound setup gets an upgrade, because you go from 4 to 6 speakers along with steering mounted audio, telephony and voice controls. The cabin also feels a lot nicer thanks to the premium looking instrument panel, the blue ambient lighting and the premium black fabric upholstery.
Now, it's not just the looks. The VX also makes life that much more convenient because you get a smart key with push button start feature. There's automatic climate control, a seat back table for the back seat owners, and you also get rear armrest for them, even in the 8-seater diesel variant, which just makes lounging that much more simpler. The one-touch power window function also gets extended to all 4 windows in this variant.
While there's a big number of features being added to the Innova Crysta's VX variant, the price premium does feel a bit heavy for what's being added. Granted, a lot of features here are kind of difficult to source from the aftermarket, but it still feels like Toyota is asking for a bit much here. Yes, in the VX, the Innova Crysta does feel complete because it's got a good number of comfort and convenience features, which is why we wish it was offered with an automatic transmission too, at least for the people who prefer to drive themselves.
Now then, on to our third and the top-end variant, the ZX. The ZX variant then gets complete new generation Innova experience, premium feel on the inside with leather and wooden interiors. You also get convenience features like power driver seat, cruise control and an improved safety pack. All these things lend the VX variant a luxury sedan-like feel.
In the ZX variant, the Toyota Innova diesel is available as an automatic and a manual as well, while the petrol is automatic only. Also, the ZX Innova Crysta is only available as a 7-seater, so you only get the captain seats. Now, from the outside, don't expect this variant to stand up, scream and say, "I am the top-end variant." primary difference here is just the wheels. You go from 16 inches to 17 inches, which look a lot nicer on the Innova Crysta and it rides quite well with them. But bear in mind that you have to be a bit more careful over bad roads because the sidewall here is just a bit smaller.
Like I've said before, a big reason to go for the ZX variant is the improved safety. In this variant, you go from 3 to 7 airbags. You get tech like hill start assist, vehicle stability control, auto lock doors, and of course, impact sensing unlock.
The ZX variant also wows you because you've now got leather upholstery on the inside along with some nicer looking elements. These elements also differ based on the transmission option you choose. So if you get the manual, you get black leather upholstery with red ornamentation, and in the automatic, it's hazel brown all round. Convenience is also improved with a powered driver's seat, cruise control and the passenger seat easy slide, enabling rear seat occupants to free up a little bit more legroom, making it that much nicer for chauffeur-driven owners.
I hope we haven't forgotten about the Touring Sport package, which is not really a variant in itself. It's rather an extension of either of the two variants, which is what? Which is the VX manual transmission or the ZX automatic transmission, and comes only in 7-seater configuration. So you do get captain seats in the Touring Sport package. Costs about 80,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees more than the equivalent Crysta petrol, and 1.2 lakh rupees to 1.8 lakh rupees than the equivalent Crysta diesel.
The Touring Sport is available with the white and red exterior color options and gets special design highlights like 17-inch matte black alloy wheels or LED fog lights. Overall, the styling is a lot more attention-grabbing than it is in the standard Innova Crysta. And the changes, they extend to the interior as well because you've got red wood on the dashboard, red stitching on the seats and the steering, not to mention black wood ornamentation all around the cabin, which comes together to make the Touring Sport feel a lot sportier. But bear in mind that the primary reason to buy the Touring Sport is because of its standout styling.
So, no matter which version you pick, it's a splurge because there's no real difference with regards to the features list. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's your call, take your pick. That was the Innova Crysta, all variants explained.
So thank you so much for tuning in, and do not forget to hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And stay tuned for more cars to be decoded right here on CarDekho, where we help you pick the right car right now.